Hey guys, Vince here from the Gallatin Underground doing another Hidden Gems episode with my co-host,
Aaron Redfire, and today we are joined by special guest host, Ken.
Ken, not a cop. I'm still not a cop.
Good, because, I don't know why cops would come here. Today, we are here with Izzy.
Hi, how you doing?
So Izzy, we're here, got you here today to talk about your project, Dirty Apes Inc. So
Yes.
What is Dirty Apes Inc? I guess we'll start there.
Let's see. So it started off as I was going to get like a music project with one of my friends, Levi, and we were trying to come up with a name. You know how that goes. And he came up with Dirty Apes Incorporated, and we never got going. It just, you know how stuff happens. So it just kind of, it was a cool idea, but I liked the name Dirty Apes Incorporated. So I thought maybe if I got a band together, I liked the name so much, I thought I would just continue to use it. And then I just started putting it like on the bottom of all my pictures, all my crazy pictures and stuff. And I just stuck. And I just kept rolling with it. It wasn't really a, this is going to be a project, and it just kind of happened that way. And then I just started, like anything I did artistically or whatever, I just put Dirty Apes Incorporated. And then, yeah.
So it kind of started off as a band idea, and now it's more of a trademark than anything else, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. It's just pretty much my creative thing.
Is that like a reference to Planet of the Apes? Like,
No,
Dirty Apes?
No, I just like the name Dirty Apes Incorporated.
Okay.
So then, me being me, I go like, I wonder if there's any other bands named Dirty Apes Incorporated, and I didn't see any. I'm like, cool, that's kind of cool. So then, now it's going to get out. Now you're gonna have like a
People are going to steal your idea right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that you've got it like on everything already.
It's
so
Lock it down.
You can't use it now. So it's so that's how it started. I just liked the name, and then I just started posting stupid shit on my social media. Like I would come up with logos like Dirty Apes Incorporated Airlines or Dirty Apes Incorporated. I even put like a picture. I think it was like a NASA building, and I came up with a little logo, and then I just started as a goof, just saying, Dirty Apes Incorporated headquarters. Another lazy Saturday, I would just post stupid shit like that on social media, and it just stuck, I guess. And I kept it, and I'm like, I just kept rolling with it. I didn't really think about anything about it. So then I started doing videos, and then I would put, an Izzy Bo Busy production, and at the end I would put a Dirty Apes Incorporated film. I just thought it'd be funny and cool. So I just kept rolling with it.
It is really cool.
Yeah. So, and then you want to get an interview? I'm like, why? And you go, it's a pretty cool thing. So I'm like, well, here I am talking about it. But it just happened, I guess. So
How long again now?
What's that?
For how long have you been doing this now?
I have no idea. For a while now.
So when does the toilet paper come out?
The toilet paper?
Dirty Apes Incorporated toilet paper.
Eventually, I want to, put Walmart and Amazon out of business, and
I dig it.
So it won't be Amazon.com; it'll be DirtyApesIncorporated.com. You get everything: toilet paper, and
that's beautiful.
Just the essentials.
Fuck Bezos.
To take over the world.
I like it. Oh, sorry.
You won't be seeing Walmart. It'll just say Dirty Apes Incorporated. And
are you going to have
Walmart will be a thing of the past.
Are you going to have the little Made in Montana logo on the bottom with Dirty Apes, or that's not cool?
Oh, yeah, we could do
cool.
anything. Made in Montana, Dirty Apes Incorporated. There you go. Dirty Apes Incorporated is made in Montana. Think about it.
Yeah.
Right?
So one of my favorite ones that you did, I have to say, is Cheeseburger.
Yeah, everybody liked that one.
Do you want to talk about that a little?
Yeah, I just, like I explained the other interview with Chris was that came about where me just being bored, and like I told you before, Vince, it's like me being a 5-6-year-old playing in his room, and I come up with weird shit, and I have a lot of free time, and I was going to barbecue a couple of cheeseburgers, and I just came up with it, just kind of rolled with it, and I came up with this crazy video of me making a cheeseburger. It was almost kind of like like a horror movie type looking creepy thing that I came up with, and it's only like it's not even a minute long. You know, and I'm going to put that up on my YouTube. I got to find it again.
You definitely should. If you do awesome.
If you do put my YouTube channel, which I get like I'm so smart, it's like zero like maybe like 5 people will like look at my stuff. So, and I'm not about, you know, I just put it out there just for my own entertainment. So anyway, I came up with this video, just me goofing around, and a lot of my friends, like, and some of my coworkers, like, oh, what the hell are you doing, man? I'm like, why? He goes, Jesus Christ, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I wasn't really. I just threw it out there. You know, I just throw a lot of stupid shit on social media, and I just don't think of it. I'm like, oh, no, I'll just throw it on there.
So it's like a short horror film about a cheeseburger?
No, just me making cheeseburger.
Just you making cheeseburger.
Yeah, it starts off, it's just like this meat packet, and then all of a sudden you see the spatula go,
yeah.
and like all of a sudden they're now like
so I'm wearing
burger patties.
Yeah,
and
I'm wearing. I don't have it with me here. I brought the other ones, but so yeah, I slap it together. It was pretty much the idea. Is like, because you always say, "Oh, slap together a cheeseburger."
Yeah,
maybe that's where it came from. And it's not even I don't even think it's 40 seconds long. So then I got a lot of, you know, a few of my friends liked it, and then again, me being a little kid, I'm like, I wonder if I came up with a sequel. So I made a little trailer. I got to find the trailer for it. Like more cheese, more burger, Cheeseburger Part 2.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of like the trailer was kind of like almost like a Quentin Tarantino spoof where you're like waiting for like the next thing, and you're like, is this a real movie or is this just
yeah. And that's, I don't know, I love music and movies, especially movies, and that's where it came from. All that stuff is just me being, I mean, sometimes I rip people up, but you know, it's not to be taken seriously. It's just more to be me being weird and funny, and that's how that came about. And then here I am talking about it.
Yeah.
So
what do you make most of your content on? You primarily just like your phone with your videos and editing, or
I do it on my cell phone, my iPhone. Everything that I did, I've done on my iPhone. I don't even have a computer.
No kidding. That's crazy. I would have thought that you had to spend a bunch of time editing for.
Nope, I do it on my iPhone.
That's awesome.
Do you use TikTok?
No. You know, that's funny about, so like I noticed, and I, you know, like I said the other day, I'm a social media whore. I you know, just being a single guy by himself, I got nothing else, so I might as well, you know, think around with social media. But I noticed the Facebook crowd and the Instagram crowd are like completely different.
Yeah.
Like weird. Like it's just weird. The Facebook crowd doesn't get my weirdness. The Instagram really doesn't. They're more. I don't know. Maybe it's more for artists and stuff. Instagram, like
I think Instagram's more art related, and you know, people are a lot more creative with their posts.
Yeah, so maybe that's more for creative people than Facebook is. Facebook, they like, well, you're weird, man. I'm like, oh, well, so are you. But you know,
well, aren't we all weird?
We all weird.
And then on Facebook, you run the risk of getting zucked.
Yeah, that's another thing too. There's a lot. I had a lot of my videos taken off because of that. But no, I'm not on TikTok. Maybe I should go on TikTok. That's the latest thing what the kids are using, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, maybe
I don't use it. I'm not Gen Z.
We're getting in trouble with.
So.
Ken, you're on TikTok, right?
No, I don't. I get myself in trouble with everything, but no.
I think if you ran a TikTok, it would be like the world's most popular TikTok.
Probably.
So much trouble.
Yeah, so that's cool. So it started off kind of just as a band name. You know, you turned it into this really creative outlet for some of your ideas. Do you think that there might be a point where you like try to do creative stuff for other people, like bands and stuff? I know you do stuff for your band, Dashboard Carl.
Yeah.
But have you ever considered the idea of doing it outside of that?
No. If somebody did approach me, maybe, but mostly I just focus on my creative stuff and my band, you know. But no, nobody's ever approached me to doing that, you know. I mean, everybody thinks I got a fancy studio. I'm like, no, it's right here in my pocket. It's amazing what you can do with technology nowadays.
It is. It's crazy.
You know, yeah, it's nuts.
It's pretty easy to take for granted how like powerful a phone is, like as a piece of technology.
Yeah,
and I feel like a lot of people definitely take that for granted, because like we have this device that allows us to like have the entire wealth of human knowledge, and we use it to like send each other memes and stuff.
Yeah, it's a total different thing nowadays. You know,
We can find you.
Yeah, it's weird. If you're looking up cars and stuff, and then all of a sudden, like on your Facebook or Instagram, you start seeing ads about cars.
Oh man, sometimes I swear to God, you're just thinking about something and you see ads about it, and it's like something fishy is going on here.
Yeah, you're like looking at your shoulder, like there's camera somewhere.
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't say this out loud. How did they know that I wanted a Nissan? Also,
thinking for you.
Isn't that weird how that happened? That's kind of creepy.
Big brother.
Yeah, they're watching, and then people are like, "Oh, don't get the COVID shot. They're going to put a chip in." It's like, they already got you, pal. Social media, they got you already. So what are you worried about? They don't need a chip anymore.
Yeah,
AI,
they
baby.
know right where you're at.
They know
all the
right
time.
where you're at, what you're looking at, what you're thinking. But yeah, that's scary when you're just like, what the hell, man? I was just thinking of that. What the hell? What's going on? I don't want a new car. I was thinking about it, but fuck. Yeah, it's weird.
So speaking of scary stuff, you said you love movies, and particularly the horror movies you have a fascination with. You want to talk about some of these masks that you use in some of your skits and whatnot?
So I've always liked horror movies as a kid, so I grew up on the classic Friday 13th and Halloween. Halloween being my favorite. I love John Carpenter films, and I was the weird kid with the weird magazine. You ever hear of that magazine, Fangoria?
I don't think
it's
I have.
It's a horror magazine, and it would just talk about the latest horror movies coming out, and it would show pictures of the axe in the head, you know. And I mean, I think the magazine's still out, but if that was on newsstands in this day and age, everybody's so sensitive, it wouldn't go. But back then, we were a little bit more tougher than anything. But it's so I was the weird kid who like getting these magazines and watching HBO and stuff. I pretty much grew up on cable TV and stuff, and so yeah, and then I just got just a fascination with horror movies. Not just horror movies, but any good movies, you know, like, you know, the Tarantino movies, or, you know, just, it doesn't have, mostly horror, but if it's a good movie, you know, I do like, what was the one? Dances with Wolves, and anything that's cool like that.
What would you say is your favorite all-time movie?
My favorite all-time movie? Probably Halloween.
Halloween?
Which one?
The very first one.
But your classic.
The classic Halloween.
Yeah.
The very first one that came out, I think it was 78.
That's real.
Yeah. What's really cool about that movie is that he did it on a low budget and they were all kids, and they just wanted to make a great movie, and they had no idea. It was like the highest grossing independent film for the longest time to make a big box office record, and they just did it. They just wanted to make a cool movie, and stuff like that I think is cool. Like when they're not even thinking, like even like was it the first Foo Fighters album was just David Grohl playing all the instruments by himself. It was just a demo, and he threw it out there, and now he's this big, you know.
Yeah, didn't he use like just like an 8-track to record the whole first album?
Yeah, I think so. And I love that record, and so I like cool stuff like that. Just how like, man, they did that just
with almost
low
nothing.
budget, and they came out with this fucking great movie. I love shit like that, whether it's movies or like the Foo Fighters, and like, guy, he just threw it out there, and
now it's huge.
Now he's you know, everybody, now he's got a band,
legendary icon, and
Fighters of the Foo. Yeah. Man, I like your style. The first Halloween movie. So I mean, but Jamie Lee Curtis, she was naked, wasn't she?
She was naked? No, I think that was.
I think that was H2O, Halloween H2O, maybe.
Man, whatever it was, it worked for me.
We know what you're paying attention to in movies.
I think I know which one you're talking about. What was that one fish called Fish something?
Fish Called Wanda.
Fish Called Wanda. I think she was naked in that one. You see that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember that one?
I didn't realize you guys were such Jamie Lee Curtis
Well,
aficionados.
it just kind of blends. Sir, like your style.
Like his style, yeah. So, anyway, what else you guys want to talk about?
Oh, shoot, I don't know. So, when did you first start getting buying masks and like looking into like props for the skits that you do?
Just a few years ago. You know, I just started buying these. I haven't bought one in a while, but just whatever I feel at the time, you know, and that's mostly what, you know, the Dirty Apes Incorporated thing. It's just what I feel at the time. I just do it, and then I just latch onto it, and then they'll, you know, I'm actually I'm kind of coming up with a story. This is kind of the mascot. It became a kind of a mascot, whatever. I've been using this one a lot in my photos. I would just come up with these photos and then just put Dirty Apes Incorporated, and I'm trying to come up with a story for this one.
It's a pretty creepy mask, gotta say.
It is, and I was telling Vincent where I got that from. I saw John Five wearing this mask, and the way he wore it, maybe his head's really small, but it kind of hung on his face. And he was like promoting his CD or something, and every time he moved, it would shake in a creepy way.
Ooh.
I'm like, for the longest time, I'm like, where the hell did he get that mask? So I was trying to find it, and I finally found one. And then I would put it on, and I would take a photo, and then I do all this artistic stuff for it, and then I put Dirty Apes Incorporated on it, and then I go, that's kind of cool. I go, well, maybe that'll be kind of a different thing, like a mascot, you know, kind of going to the opposite. You would think Dirty Apes Incorporated, I would use an ape.
Right.
Kind of go in a different direction, and like I
Just
said,
gotta
just being
subvert
a
that,
little
you know?
kid, you know, just being a 5-year-old in his room. Like,
Yeah, you know, you're bored, you're sitting there.
what
you
if I
pull
had
up
a
your
company
phone.
called Dirty Apes Incorporated, and I'm going to buy Walmart and all these big companies, and I'm going to rule the world? That'd be fucking awesome. That's just that's just me. So yeah, that's where all the ideas come. I wish, you know what? I wish more people would do that and be more creative, or just post more positive things on, especially on Facebook. You know, because you know, like we said earlier, it's just everything's so depressing, and they just latch onto the negative, and here I am posting stupid shit on there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things that's
Yeah.
great about what you do with Dirty Apes is there's like zero relevance to what's going on and what's happening. It's just something
Yeah.
that you seen and you made into something that didn't exist. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said the other, I don't give a shit about politics or anything. I really don't. I just don't fucking care about.
I'll drink to that.
I really don't care.
So what do you got new in the works with Dirty Apes Incorporated?
Oh, I'm just trying to come up with a story on that, because then when you wanted me to do this interview, I'm like, oh, maybe this will become something. Maybe I should like put a little bit more effort into it. Maybe, I don't know. So I'm coming up with a story for this. The story is some guy's writing a story at Nova, and somehow it comes to life.
Ooh.
And I can go either direction. One direction is like he comes up with it, it comes to life. I really don't know what it is. It could be his imagination, or it could be a real thing, a real person. But in the end, it has a scary outcome at the end. The last video I did with this one, all you see is I actually came up with an intro. I go, well, it could be a little mini series, like a 30-second mini-series I could put out and just keep going with the story, or I could make it one big thing. But I'm kind of leaning towards just like little video clips of this story. You get little bits and pieces every so often. So the first one was just, you just see this guy just writing the word Nova, and that was it. And then the second one, you see the intro, and then it just goes like a glitch, and then there's like this black, and then she kind of creeps in. The face kind of creeps in, and then you hear like a 911 call, and then you hear the police says, or you hear the dispatch, you know, and then you hear like, or the suspect is armed and dangerous, and then it just cuts off. Kind of leaves you hanging.
Yeah,
So that's in the
pretty
work. I don't know.
suspenseful.
That's my latest creative thing that I'm trying to do, and
Yeah,
I don't know
that's-
where it's going to go, but hey.
that's cool. I mean, just the thought that you've kind of got the structure in place, and you know what the story's going to start out. You maybe haven't defined the whole story yet, but it's you've got kind of the idea in motion. So now it's just kind of rolling with it and seeing where it heads.
Yeah, I got to fill in the blanks, which I have no idea what's going to happen.
Well, wasn't Nova the girlfriend of Charlton Heston in the first Planet of the Apes movie?
Yeah, good call.
Full circle.
Nice, Ken.
That wasn't intentional, and I realized that after I started coming up with this character, and I was coming up with a name, and maybe Nova. And then one day I watched Planet of the Apes. I'm like, it was meant to be.
She's smoking hot.
This is weird. This is a weird connection. No, you're the only person that caught on to that.
Can't help it. I gotta really. Yeah, that's so my brain's kind of messed up, but
Ken watches a lot of those older scary movies as well, and I think he really has an appreciation for it.
Big time.
Yeah, and I realized that. I'm like, Dirty Apes Incorporated, and now I'm writing this character called Nova, and then it was in Planet of the Apes.
I'll back you up,
I
man.
didn't even. That wasn't intentional. That was just. And I realized that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder
Happy
if
accident. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one to point that out.
I got your back, man.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean,
Yeah.
just, it's crazy how just everything that you take in, artistic music or whatever, you're gonna spew it out. You're gonna create something. It's gonna spew out in a weird way, but you take influences here and there, and just like every band too,
Yeah, speaking of bands, so your band Dashboard Carl, you guys are looking for a new singer right now and kind of pushing toward that. You guys got accepted into the Battle of the Bands in Helena. Is that correct?
We did. It was supposed to happen. Our old singer was going to be part of that, but then COVID happened or whatever, and then they shut down, and then we ended up looking for a new singer. And we actually have somebody coming over to try out whatever, and it's looking pretty good. Everything, really connecting with her, really good. So far so good. It's just a matter of just getting in the room and jamming. So I think we got somebody in place. We all like her.
Way cool.
Yeah, she's really wants to do it. She's really creative and has a great voice, and we'll see how that works out. So yeah.
Nice. At this point in the episode, I would like to thank you for joining us today for this very special episode.
Thank you.
We have... crap. I cannot read my script. I'll have to go off script.
Go for it, Aaron. You got this.
Do it.
So, all the things, like make sure you hit the subscribe button and maybe smash some bells so you get notifications when we put out new content. At least on our YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to download our app so you can have all our content on the go. And, yeah.
Yeah, and if you guys are looking to get on the show, you've got some cool art or craft, or you're a poet and musician, comedian, hit us up. We'd love to talk about what you do. It's really awesome to get all of the artists and entertainment aficionados in the area in one platform. It's been super fun, and we enjoy the hell out of it. So yeah, just hit us up, and we'd love to have you on.
Keep jamming.
Yeah. Until next time, know your scene.
Oh shit, I didn't know that was the end of the episode, but
Is it not the end?
I don't know. I guess it is.
It's never gonna end ever.
That's cool.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Izzy, do you got any thank yous or goodbyes or shout outs you'd like to say to anybody?
No, just my band will be hearing from us soon. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. Just writing, keyword. We've been off a little bit, but we're, with COVID and all that stuff, but we're still jamming every twice a week, writing new riffs and stuff. We just got to get it all together. We got a new singer lined up to come hang and see how that goes. But we're still alive and kicking, Dashboard Carl. So check out our Facebook page, and we're on Instagram, and keep a lookout for us.
Super excited for the next, man.
Yeah, it's going to sound a little bit... It's a good thing. We're all excited. A lot of
Sweet.
positive for this year, I hope. So yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Cool. Well, it was really awesome having you, Izzy, and
Yeah, thank you for having me.
keep your guys' ears open and eyes open for some more Dirty Apes Inc. stuff in the future. Until next time, know your scene.
Cheers.